Hi everybody and welcome back to LL Sports TV and the show we call Keep It in the Family. Now you probably noticing that Kenya is not here today.
No.
But we do have in the house my boy Quams.
Yes, we're family.
Big
Not
Quams.
through blood, but
with the big
family.
arms.
This guy, man. Always about the gym and always about the arms. But no, I should appreciate it.
Now let's get down to it, man, because we've got plenty to talk about
100%.
and we've got a finite amount of time. I've already got my production man on my case. But listen, big things this week, man. Arsenal go away to Liverpool. For me, the two best sides in the country already, even after a couple of games, I think it's becoming clear.
Yeah.
Both unbeaten, both wins, 2 games each, 2 wins. Somebody's O has to go.
Or it ends up just being a draw.
Well,
they always big up these games, and then it ends up maybe in a draw or something like that. But yeah, I feel like...
What's your thoughts going into the game? How confident are you? Because we've seen, the reason why I asked that as well is because we've seen that Liverpool, let's be honest, they've won both their games.
Just about.
Just about,
yeah.
I would say it's a good time for Arsenal to be playing them.
Yeah.
Because I'm basing that on, I see some frailties in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Defensively, I don't think they've been that great. I think in midfield, Wirtz is still struggling to come to terms with the pace and intensity of the Premier League. Yeah. And even if we go a bit further up top, Quams, Salah is not firing yet. The boy
Ekitike he's looking good. Gakpo,
I think they can be touched. What do you think?
I feel like, if there's any time to hit your enemy or your opponent is right now, early. Liverpool are a team that sometimes they'll either hit the ground running straight away at the start of the season, or it takes them a while. And I feel like this is a season where it's going to take them a while, maybe the first 10 games, then they will start gaining their traction. And it's similar with Man City. I feel like it's a good time because when I look at the 2 games for Arsenal, obviously we started off with United, then we had Leeds. Obviously, off the back of Leeds, we was flying high. We've obviously welcomed Eze into the family. Gyökeres got his first goal, or 2 goals on the day. So I feel like looking at the game now, Liverpool will be a lot more worried about us than we are of them, if you know what I mean. And I think especially when it comes to set pieces, corners, because when you watch them in that game against Newcastle last night, you saw how weak they were. How, as you said, how vulnerable they were. No longer can they rely on Virgil to save the day. They have to rely on a Konate, a Kirkes. And I just think if you isolate these players 1v1, they're going to struggle with us, you know? So, yeah, I'm looking quite confident. I think the only drawback is obviously the fact that we're going to be missing our star man, Bukayo. Obviously, hope you get back, get back soon, my man. But that gives an opportunity for other players, Madueke, to maybe feature on the right-hand side. If Arteta decides to start Eze, that's a question I was going to ask you, and which you can give me in a bit. So, yeah, I feel like it's an opportunity for other players to kind of step up in this moment as well.
Well, with the Eze thing, let's start with that. That's an interesting one because, as we know, Odegaard came off last week with an injury to his shoulder. Listen, we're living in a day of modern science, so I'm sure he's getting the best treatment he can get. I'm sure he's getting injections, painkillers. So there's a good chance that he'll be available on Sunday to face Liverpool. But listen, if he's not, we've got a certain guy called Eze that will fit straight into that position.
Slot straight in.
So, that takes care of that. And with the right-hand side, though, we do have options there. You mentioned Madueke. We've also got Ethan Nwaneri. We've also got Max Dowman.
Yeah.
Not that I don't think Max Dowman will start in such a game of this magnitude. No. But Madueke or Nwaneri, I mean, personally, I'd go for Nwaneri to start.
Would you?
And Madueke to come on later.
Okay.
But I don't have a problem either way. What way would you go?
Like I said, I think I was watching, Arsenal had an open training. And Arteta's switched over. He put Saka on the left, Madueke on the right. Madueke's a lot more stronger. If you speak to a lot of the Chelsea fans and if you watched him in a lot of the England games, even under 21s, etc., he's featured from that right-hand side. And he's a big threat. So for me,
that's his preferred position.
That's his preferred position. And he's probably the only other player, I think, in the Premier League that has similar qualities to Bukayo when it comes to starting on that right-hand side, cutting in on your left. So I feel like he's going to cause a lot of problems.
So you think he'll go with Madueke?
I think he'll go with Madueke. And
I don't have a problem with that, bro.
Later on down the line, then in the game, depending on the result, then he'll introduce an Ethan Nwaneri, because also Madueke is good in terms of his pressing. I think he understands the system a lot more compared to Ethan. I think Ethan is still trying to get his head around everything, and that's why Arteta's not starting him as much, or he's not featuring him as quickly as Madueke has been. I'm more concerned about the left-hand side.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
I'm more concerned about that because obviously my heart is telling me Eze. I'm saying just throw him in the mix. He's fit. He's ready. He stayed an extra 2 hours, I heard, today in Arsenal's training just to work on a few things. And, that speaks volumes as him as a player, as a professional. I think we should start him, but other people say, no, we should maybe go back to Martinelli. Or maybe start Trossard.
I was at the corresponding game last year at Liverpool.
Yeah.
And Martinelli had one of his best games for Arsenal against Liverpool last season. He did look good. But I can't. That's an option.
It's hard to start a player when they're cold. Yeah, Trossard, I would probably understand Trossard, but I just feel like the game at Anfield is going to be quite frantic. Is Trossard a player that you can trust to keep up to pace with the likes of Salah? Is he going to trap back and help whoever plays at left back? Because that's another area that we'll probably talk about. Who's going to play left back for us? Is it going to be Calafiori? Is it going to be Miles Lewis-Skelly?
I think Calafiori. I think Calafiori will edge it on two things.
Go on.
Physicality, and he's more of a goal-scoring threat.
But then with Liverpool and how they play, they hit people on the counter. Yeah. If we have Calafiori and he's bombing forward or he's going into the midfield, we lose possession, God forbid. Liverpool are going to take advantage of it. I feel like Miles Lewis-Skelly would be more suited to this game. And I was really thinking about it today. One, because I feel like he's more physically capable of handling Salah. Two, he's a bit more quicker within the first 5 yards, 5 to 10 yards.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
With Calafiori, as much as we love it when he marauds forward, with his long glides or his long strides. If Salah gets 1v1 against Calafiori, he's going to struggle. He's going to struggle. So, that's what I would personally do.
Actually...
I'm on the money today, innit?
Yeah, you're on it.
Let us know what you guys think.
But listen, either of those two will not let Arsenal down, I'm sure. No. But that will be a key battle on the pitch.
Yeah.
Keeping Salah quiet.
100%.
I fancy us in midfield. I think our midfield trio, Rice, Zubimendi, Zubimendi, Rice and Odegaard or Eze, whoever it is.
Yeah.
I think that they've got it within their powers to lock that down.
Yeah,
Wirtz, let's be honest, man, he's an excellent player. But he's struggling a little bit.
He's struggling
with the pace and intensity of the Premier League.
Yeah, it's still free game. It's the third game in. It's the third game in.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It works in our favour.
It does, yeah. Like you said, going from the start, it's better to play Liverpool now before they start finding their stride. Yeah. The midfield battle, I'd probably say that we win it a bit more over Gravenberch. Declan Rice, I'll take a lot more. Zubimendi's been fantastic since he's come in. Odegaard, if you allow Odegaard to pick up the ball in the deep playing positions, but then you've got the likes of Eze who's continuously moving Madueke in front of him and Gyökeres, then I feel like we can pose a lot more danger to Liverpool.
And another key area is further up the pitch.
Go on.
Gyökeres against the likes of Van Dijk and Konate.
Go on. Yeah, go on.
What I was going to say is we know about Virgil. He's still the best.
One of the best ever
in the
Premier League. Yeah.
Even though we've got excellent centre backs, we've got the best partnership. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Gabriel and Saliba as a partnership.
One of the best.
But no, the best, bro.
Whoa, yes.
No, come on, bro.
No, I agree.
For 2 seasons, we conceded the least amount of goals. Last season, 34 goals in the Premier League. Outstanding. That partnership. But what I'm saying is, as a single entity, to me, Virgil is still just ahead of those two. And he's going to be going up against Gyökeres. But what I would say is this. If you look at Liverpool this season, they conceded 4 against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
They conceded 2 against Newcastle. Let's be honest. If Newcastle had a striker on the pitch yesterday, probably would have won that.
The result would have been different,
yeah, because they created enough chances. So that gives me encouragement as an Arsenal fan.
Okay. Gyökeres, I do agree with what you're saying. I think Gyökeres needs to go for the weaker side, the Konates, and we know with his game now he likes to drift over to the left, so I think he's going to cause a lot more issues to whoever plays right back, whether it be Conor Bradley or Konate in that centre back role. So I feel like that's where we can cause a lot more damage. If Gyökeres gets the ball and he's able to run with it at Konate, they ain't going to be able to stop him. And that's not me being big-headed, that's just me seeing the goals that Liverpool have conceded, where Semenyo at Anfield, where he's running directly at Konate and Konate didn't know where to put his body position. He's going to bamboozle him. Virgil van Dijk, if you try and go head-to-head with him, you're going to lose. So it'd be quite interesting how they set up. Is it going to be a thing where Virgil's going to say, you know what, I'm just going to mark Gyökeres and you're going to sweep behind me? Or is it going to be a thing where he trusts Konate to deal with Gyökeres? I don't think he does. I think
he should try and isolate Kerkez as well.
100%. 100%.
Kerkez, he's again a good player, but he's struggling at the moment.
He's quite rash as well.
Yeah,
he's quite rash in his challenges.
There are vulnerabilities
at the back,
and it's clear they're not operating at that high level that they was midway through last season. They're not there yet. They could get there. They could get there on Sunday. We could be saying all this, and on Sunday they turn up in front of their own fans and they play out of their skin. So that's always the worry. But what I'm saying is, going into this game, I would say, and I said it on another show I did, I said, look, I have great respect for Liverpool.
100%.
But I do not fear them. We should go there and believe in ourselves. I do think we can get a result there for sure. I agree. We need to minimise, again, this is where you have to control your emotions. I've always said this going into Liverpool games, Newcastle games. If you allow the crowd to become the 12th man, you're done for. I don't want us to be triggering the crowd I want us to keep Anfield quiet. So that's to stun them. That's to slow the game down. If we start playing like a basketball match, we're going to lose. So this is where I'm looking at the players now and I'm saying, all right. Is that not showing them too much respect, though? If you're not playing your natural game.
It's not. You're taking the sting out of the game because Liverpool thrive on that.
Sit back? Is that what you're saying?
No, not sit back. Not sit back. I think it's more controlled aggression. As you're a boxer, you agree with that. Controlled aggression, yeah? Not to go gun-ho, not haymaker after haymaker.
Be risk-averse.
Be risk-averse, exactly that. So I feel like we've got to be very cute, we've got to be very smart, use our set pieces because it is an advantage for us. Compared to all the other Premier League teams, we've scored the most over the last season or so. And I just feel like we have to slow the game down and then hit them with something.
So I think you're suggesting that you don't mind if Liverpool have a lot of the ball. We keep our shape and then we try and hit them on the counter.
Naturally, they will have more of the ball, at home especially. So it's about us being clinical. We will get chances on Sunday. We have to bury them. If we do not bury them, they will punish us. 100%. That's what I believe.
Yeah, listen, I think that team selection is going to be important. Tactics obviously is going to be important, but I do think all over the pitch we do have players. I mean, we've not even spoken about Timber yet, and that battle he's going to have on that wing.
Oh, he's fine. Timber's fine. Yeah, I'm happy with Timber. He'll be fine.
So, but I think we match up well against Liverpool.
Yeah. The depth in our squad now is neck on neck. I think even we might edge it a bit more now.
Yeah,
you know, they haven't got Frimpong, etc.
That's
back.
Right.
They're missing McAllister. We are a lot more stronger going into the game. The only player we haven't got is Bukayo. Apart from that, that's why
we do have Eze,
and we got Eze. Yeah, 100%.
And he'll be making his debut. I mean, even if he doesn't start, I'm fully expecting him to play a part in this game.
He has to,
and if he does, he's going to be so up for it that I can't imagine him not having a good game. I honestly can't.
How many bad games has he had against Liverpool? Like the recent,
he was instrumental last season in Palace winning the FA Cup against Liverpool.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Time is the master. I'm looking for a prediction.
Oof.
So, Quams, what's your result and why?
It's going to be 3-2.
Oh, so you see goals?
Yeah, there's going to be goals.
So after all that talk he said about keeping it tight, and
no, in my head it's like 2. In my head it's 2-1, but then I'm thinking Liverpool can still hit us. They can still hurt us. They'll concede a lot more. They've conceded how many goals, like you just mentioned?
4 against Bournemouth, 2 against Newcastle.
Yeah, they've 6 already. Yeah, so
we've not conceded a goal.
We haven't conceded a goal, but I just feel like if there's any team that can hurt us, is them. So either 3-2 or 2-1.
3-2 or 2-1. You know what? I like 2-1. I like 2-1. I'm giving them a goal just because it's at Anfield, and I can't see them not scoring.
Though.
I can't see them not scoring on their own ground, given some of the great attacking players that they have. We spoke about Salah. We spoke about
Ekitike.
He's in great form. He's going to be a threat. You know what I mean? And they do have other players that can hurt you as well.
Yeah.
Cody Gakpo, for example. Even we saw yesterday Gravenberch, great goal. So Bosnia, the
those
young kid Rio. So by the way, that's another great battle. If Rio and Dalman
come on,
face up against each other. Apparently the two of them are good friends as well.
They kind of retweeted each other. I think he said, there's another star in the making. But this is a game where it's not your obvious players that score. It's usually like a Szoboszlai that turns up, or like a Gravenberch, etc., or a McAllister. So that's where I'm really looking at the guys to be switched on throughout the game.
Well, listen, I don't care who gets the goals as long as they get them. I'm hoping that Gyökeres, because already people are saying, yeah, he scored against Leeds, so he's a flat-track bully. But I fancy him to do well in this game. I could see him scoring. I'm going Arsenal 2 or Liverpool 1, Arsenal 2.
Ooh, okay.
It's going to be a famous win. We did well there last season. We should have won.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get it done. We got a draw, though. Very commendable draw. But this season, I do think we've got the edge. I think, on balance, if you look at the two squads, I would argue that we possibly got a better team than it.
Yep. I agree.
With the arrival of Eze, man, I think we're on it. Okay, Saka's not playing. Odegaard is a doubt, but we got the replacements.
We can go player for player, especially at the back as well. We can go player for player. Apart from Van Dijk, I wouldn't take anyone. I favour our defenders more so than
as a partnership, definitely.
Yeah,
as a partnership.
And even Ray, we haven't even mentioned about David Raya as well.
Yeah,
the amount of saves he's made. He's not, obviously had his clean sheet in the game just before, but the amount of
I'm very
saves,
confident. I'm not too confident. I'm very confident. I think we could go there, get a 2-1. You're going for 3-2.
I'm going 3-2. It's going to be a blockbuster game. Yeah.
But anyway, Quams.
Yes.
Got to end it there, man. Could talk all day about this, but we got to end there at some point. But yeah, man. Mailman's going 3-2. I'm going 2-1. Arsenal to win against Liverpool this Sunday. It's going to be a great game. Make sure you check out LL Sports Steve for more content. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. We are out.